What's going on, everybody? Gino coming back at you again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be changing the manual transmission fluid with some fresh gear oil. I'm going to drain it out. I have a little pump thing that I can use, and I got new spark plugs. I'm going to see if I can adjust the idle, and I'm going to see if I can throw this fender back on and finally lower the car to the ground and keep it on the ground. This is the pump thing that I'm using, and it's just this suction pump. I think this one sucks it up and this one pushes it out. I think I'm gonna have to figure it out, but underneath here I'll show you where the drain plug is. So this is the drain plug right here, if you can see that right there. Kind of dark for some reason right there. And that's the fill plug. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by draining it out. Then I don't think I have to level off the transmission. The car is kind of even on the ground if it was sitting like this high. So I was gonna jack the car up to equal it out. But to be honest, this is it's sitting a little bit up high in the air, but the transmission's level and the drain plug's right there, so I know I'm definitely gonna get the fluid out. So worst comes to worst, I'm actually gonna put a little bit of extra fluid. It takes 2.7 quarts and I bought 3 quarts on the dot. I know exactly what it'll take. I'm gonna start by draining this out first though. I actually got some premium spark plug wires too. Premium spark plug wires are like $45. I know. That's gonna add all the ignitions, all the horsepowers. It's gonna burn my fuel in the most efficient way I probably didn't even need them. I'm gonna just start by draining that ugly looking transmission fluid out. I might actually jack up the car a little bit on the other side just so I can have the transmission tilted downwards toward the pan and get whatever last drops of gear oil I can get out of the trans. So all the fluid is out of there. Didn't look too bad actually. I don't see any anything bad, any shavings. It's actually really clean fluid. Surprisingly, I don't know if this has ever been changed before. I doubt it. It is black, but it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good, so I'm gonna put that drain plug back on there and fill her up. To be honest, I don't even think I need to use that pump. If I cut that tip off, I might be able to snake that in like that. So who knows? I could probably just put it in like that. Usually on most vehicles you need to use a pump to get dip fluid in, or some kind of transmission fluid, or any transaxle fluid. So a pump like this would be good where the ends are sealed, because if you just stick a hose on some kind of a pump, the lubrication from the fluid will just blow it out and then it just makes a mess everywhere, your hand's covered in it. So a pump like this would be awesome where it's just a feed and return. That would probably be your best bet. Spark plug wires are in and they look pretty freaking damn good if you ask me. Better I got them in the gray instead of a really bright orange or bright blue or bright red. Thought I'd get a nice gray premium sparkle wire. These are actually a tiny tad bit bigger than the original spark plug wires. I don't know if this is gonna do much, but I'll just leave it like that. Looks really good. So all I gotta do now is throw this fender back on, put the car back down in the ground, and I can adjust that finicky idle. Now she's back on the ground. It's actually sitting the way it's supposed to now that I fixed that spring. It's just at the right level, whereas before it looked a little cockeye. But now she's good. I'm gonna see if I can adjust that finicky idle. There's a little idle screw right there. And I want to see if I can adjust that, so I'm going to start the car and see what happens. I'm going to be taking this bumper off again, that's why it's unbolted over here, because I'm going to be doing something special in the next episode that'll help kind of define the look of the car that I'm going for, to try to make it look a little unique. I'm still going to keep this color and everything like that, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the front bumper in the next episode. That's why it's off right now. had a little bit of an issue when trying to sort out the car. I accidentally broke the screw for the idle, and since that broke, the bolt stripped, which is right here, and I couldn't get a head on it, and the only way like I could fit like a 6-point socket on there, but the 12-point that I had was just spinning. So in order to get a 6-point socket on there, I had to take this bracket off, and I couldn't take the bracket off because I stripped the screws, which was no problem because, you know, I had an easy out so I could get it out. No big deal. So I got new hardware. I got Allen key, what are these, .80 times 12. Got the stainless steel bolts for the idle bolt. I broke that vacuum line, so I got another, and I got the washers for it. So now I just gotta pretty much piece it all back together. It's good I took it off though, because now I can get a better look at the idle air control valve. I'm pretty sure I can just replace that as a whole unit, or I might just replace like this section of it right here. I'm gonna take it apart and see what it looks like. I know there's like coolant lines and stuff. I hope it doesn't like explode at me, but I'm gonna check it out and see what's up. So I just took the car for a little drive, like up and down my driveway, and it feels a lot better. The exhaust is clattering though on the frame that I made, which I'm still not proud of. I got the RPMs down to like 1200 RPM, where before it was like closer to 2. And I backed it all the way out, and that's as far as I can go. So I'm guessing it's the idle air control valve, which I didn't even realize this car had, because I was looking up diagrams and stuff, and the internet's like, what are you talking about? But then I did some searching myself, and I started taking things apart on the throttle body like you saw before. I took a picture of that and I looked it up, and it's an idle air control valve, and the original part number on it is like a $350 part. Obviously I can get another form, which is like a $40 part. So I need to order that. I think that's it. I think that's the problem, is the idle air control valve. It's gotta be the problem. I'm not gonna order it this week. I'm gonna wait until I get paid, and then I'm gonna order it. It ran pretty good. I'm actually kind of proud. This is the best pretty much it's ever run. I feel confident in it, and I was giving it I was testing out the steering and stuff. It feels better now that the suspension's all level. That I fixed the springs in the last episode because they were off. So the car's actually sitting the way it's supposed to. Just a lot of noises like clanging and banging and clattering and stuff like that. They're all gonna get sorted out. But hey, you know, it's really getting there. I've put in a lot of work into it. I'm just gonna do one more thing, and I'm gonna put the interior, not the interior, what's it called? Like the little skin that goes where the windshield wiper, I'll show you guys in a second. She's running not terrible. She's puffing smoke, which I'm guessing is the idle air control valve, because I don't think the engine knows how to run. You know, but you know, I've ruled out most of the problems like the spark plugs and adjusting the idle and stuff. I got all that sorted, and I'm actually kind of happy. I got the new gear oil in, and you know, everything's just good. I'm thinking the smoke that I see, like, is either coming from the tailpipe or it's coming from like the burning stuff I had on the exhaust when I was trying to fix it. I don't know, but I'm just gonna run to the store real quick and get some clips I'll show you real quick. Get some clips for this piece right here. I took this out, and obviously it's making the rubbers fall down. I'm gonna see if I can find some matching clips that are like these ones. Pop them in, pop those bad boys in place, and she should be all good for now. I've been loved. I did what I needed to do. I came, I saw, I was defeated. No, I'm kidding. The battle still wages on. I took the hubcaps off, tightened the wheels down. Don't think they're coming off again, hopefully. Maybe, probably. They probably are. Who am I kidding? This is a car. Of course they're gonna come off again. Whether it's I take them off purposely or they just fall off while I'm driving, which I wouldn't be surprised. So that's all I'm going to do for today. Thank you everyone for watching. In the next episode, I'll probably be replacing that idle air control valve, and or I'll be doing that bumper thing that I was talking about. or just something else that pops into my head. Who knows? Whichever one comes first. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.